Es la biblioteca.
Don't.
You even butchered that.
I don't speak Spanish, clearly.
Okay, here we go. All right, we have another fun round one game on our hands. Arguably the game of round one, but you could make the same argument for all of the games in round one. So, without further ado, let's meet the teams. This one is more of a rematch since just last week when they won the play-in. It's the 7 seed after getting really hot, sneaking in, winning the play-in. We have Pool Boy Trivia Team. First up, we got a guy who, he's solid. He contributes, but his real priority is being better than Washington. And being better than Washington is basically the bare minimum. So with that in mind, we have Calvin, aka Pass Fail. Next up, we got a guy who's, middle of the road. He's solid. He makes playoffs. And he shares the same nickname as what I've given him here, Noah, aka Jake the Snake Plumber. And lastly, we have a real leader, someone who has made the championship game before but fallen just short, someone who has a professional career ahead of him in trivia. We got Vigrant, aka Shelvin Mack, all-time Butler Bulldog.
That's an attack.
There we go.
That's pretty funny.
Pool Boy Trivia Team.
That's really good.
Next up, we have the reigning champ, the 2 seed, best season ever. They've been hot all year. Very few problems. We have the champions of the Hypnotoads. And here's their squad. First up, we have a really strong player, good in multiple facets of the game. Chess Niche possibly coming in tonight. He requested it. Big movie guy. We have Fa, aka the Mosul Mahomes. Next up, we have a guy that needs absolutely no introduction. His playoff exploits are legendary. Nothing else to say really. Ethan, aka Playoff E. And lastly, we have the reigning MVP, as in nominated valuable player, because I nominated him as the MVP of the league. We'll be hoping to carry his team tonight. We have Neil, aka the Meta Jordan. So, what more is there to say? It's the Hypnotoads, it's Pool Boy. Here is the tale of the tape. Pool Boy is 7 seed, despite coming in 8th in the regular season because they did not get picked first. No one, Chicken Hawks did not want to play Pool Boy, but Hypnotoads did. So here they are. They went 10-4 in second place. They're the 2 seed. Points per game only separated by 1/10 of a point, 10.0 to 10.1. What to watch for? Pool Boy's team in the league. They're 5-1 in their last 6 games, plus winning the play-in. And the Hypnotoads had the best season in team history. I don't know how good of a thing that is for them, though, because when they sneak into the playoffs, that's when they're at their best sometimes. Last week, both teams won. Pool Boy beat Mentally Illest 11-10. Hypnotoads beat Dumb Boy 8-4 in just a depressing game, to be honest. Okay, we will start out this evening with Race to Which Mountains.
Okay.
This is a geography category about mountains.
Good name.
This is targeted.
Bro, these are now 2 questions that were the last question of games last season for us. Between Shelvin Mack and this. Just constant attacks. We're not doubling this, right, fellas?
There's Sheldon.
Yeah, no.
Remember, I said Sheldon Mack against Steven for the game that went to double OT, and he said he said Shelvin Mack. That was the double OT game between me and Steven.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Okay, so nobody's Pool Boy's up first. Here's your question. One of the largest in the world, this mountain range runs through Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, and it separates the Mediterranean from the Sahara Desert.
I think it's like 4 letters. It's like got a kind of funny name. I can't think of it.
You know what it starts with?
The Gobi Mountains.
Yeah, it's totally the Gobi Mountains.
The Gobi
I think so,
Mountains,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. The Gobi, that's a
Just
desert.
a desert. That's a desert.
Is there not a mountain range too? Is there anybody you could call?
That
Like, who
mountain,
you think would really know
desert's
this?
in Mongolia. So oh,
Damn. Then I don't know. Do you guys have anybody who you like would get this right if we called him?
No.
no, I don't think so.
Give us the point.
Did we just go with it?
Fair.
Gobi, final
Is
answer.
there anything else?
The Atlas Mountains. Final.
Correct.
Damn, I did not know that.
Never heard of them.
They're the mountains that are often referred to in Greek epics.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay. I thought you were gonna say they were the mountains in Morocco and Tunisia.
That's what I thought he was going to say too.
All right. Hypnotoads can make it 2-0 with this. This mountain range 700 miles from northwest to southeast Mexico and is the largest in the country.
Don't know this one. Last time we called Dan on a question about Mexico and then didn't take his correct answer. So try that again.
I actually have I have a friend who's half Mexican. I've been to Mexico with him, but
I was thinking because it's
he's
what
just not gonna
northwest
pick
to
up.
southeast.
yeah. Do you want to go with like Yucatan?
I mean, it's
or
like
something?
because like it's what
That's
Baja
not
California is like that whole thing that runs on just like the west coast, right, of Mexico.
Yes. Yeah, northwest coast.
It's
The
not
Baja
any. I don't
Mountains.
think it's anything that stretches into the U.S. Like, if that's what you're thinking, I don't have an answer, but
Let's go Yucatan.
fine. Final.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, my first thought was Baja, but like that's not the right. Baja's just like directly down the west coast of Mexico.
The
And
Sierra
it's not
something?
mountains.
What comes after Sierra besides Nevada?
Mist.
Sierra Mist, yeah.
Canyon.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Star.
Wait, it really doesn't exist.
No, it's Starry now, or whatever the hell they call it.
Oh shit!
Stop talking about soda. Let's think.
No idea.
I don't know. Go for anything.
Baja final.
Surprisingly close from Noah, it's the Sierra Madres. The
Well,
Sierra
yeah, I mean, like,
Oh.
doesn't Sierra mean mountain in Spanish?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Montana means mountain, but okay.
Also,
Wait, so
wait,
does that mean it is
Is-
literally Mountain Mama?
Yeah.
Oh shit, big John Denver.
We cracked the
Is
code.
John
Is
Denver
Mountain Dew the
just
same as
stole-
Sierra Mist?
What?
Are Mountain Dew and Sierra Mist just the same thing in different languages?
No.
All right.
No, that might be the dumbest thing that's ever come out of your
Are
mouth.
are Sierras not mountains? And
I
is
think the
Mist
Sierra
can
is
we
like a
continue-
like a
can we
walkover,
continue the
no?
game?
Like it
But Miss and Dew are both English.
Yeah, but there's similar ideas like wetness on a mountain, right? I don't know. There's something there.
All right.
I'm not a lawyer.
Leading Men. This is about old school Hollywood actors. Anyone want to double this?
Nope.
I don't have enough confidence in this.
Okay, that's fine then. We
All
won't
right,
double.
cool boy. Here's your question. This actor, nicknamed the King of Cool, was famous for his anti-hero persona, notable for his stunts, especially motor racing, with some of his most popular films being The Thomas Crown Affair, The Great Escape, and Bullet.
Steve McQueen, final.
Yeah, it's definitely Steve McQueen.
Correct.
The Great Escape is my greatest favorite movie.
yeah, have you
Matt, put me
guys
down for a
seen-
half point. Put me down for a half point.
Have
don't
you guys
do-
all seen Rebel Without a Cause?
We don't.
Steve McQueen classic. I recommend it.
No stats in the playoffs. It's
That's fine. That's fine. You can still put me down.
all about
It's
the
Ethan
win.
Erasure.
Oh, I forgot to put my phone on. Yeah, sorry. All right. Whoops. Here we go. Hypnotoads. This actor, the King of Hollywood, is perhaps most famous for his role in Gone with the Wind, but also won Best Actor for his performance Happened One Night in Hall of the Wild, The Misfits, and Teacher's Pet.
I'm pretty sure this is Clark Gable.
Sure, go with it. I don't know who that is. I thought it was.
I had
gonna be like
another
James Stewart.
thought, but I think it's the guy that's later.
I thought it was James Dean, but
Clark
that's not James
Gable.
Dean.
Final answer. Yeah.
Okay, a fun
Okay.
fact about this category here. When I described it to Qualls when we were going over our game, he said, "Oh, it's gonna be that dude from Casablanca, isn't it?" And then he got this.
Bogart?
He got this question. He goes, "Humphrey Bogart." And I
Yeah.
said, no. And then I said, Qualls, if I didn't ask about Casablanca, why would you the guy from Casablanca? He said, "Oh, that's the guy from Casablanca."
That's one of the most Ethan, like, that's something I would expect Ethan to do.
So somehow he knew Humphrey Bogart was a person and knew about Casablanca, but didn't know Humphrey
Didn't.
Bogart was in Casablanca. All right,
That
Lord
was
of the
good.
Here's the question for Pool Boy. Peter Jackson appeared as a man holding a carrot in what city in Fellowship of the Ring?
Bree, final.
Correct.
Tough.
Let him cook.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Apparently, he appears holding a carrot in that city in one of the Hobbit.
We got it.
Okay, Hypnotoads. Chess World Champions. Here's your question.
Nice.
Ruslan Ponomaryov defeated what player in an all-Ukrainian 2002 FIDE World Chess Championship final?
Hold on. What's his first name? Oh my god. Vasily Ivanchuk. Final answer.
Correct. Okay.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Is
So,
this-
No, Chucky's a legend. He still plays.
okay, so it's 4-3. And the next category is Indiana Mr. Basketball, going back to Canisius here.
Back-to-back niches. What a
Okay.
That's what the random number generator dictated. Okay. Pool Boy. There we go. Okay. Prior to Greg Oden, what player who went to college in the state was the last Mr. Basketball to go on to be the first overall pick in the NBA draft, obviously?
I think I have it. I'm just making sure there's not people in between.
Take your time. Keep thinking. You got a
Yeah,
lot of time.
I'm gonna take my time with it. College in the state. Glenn Big Dog Robinson final.
Correct. So Pool Boy retakes the lead for the moment. But
who even is
Hypnotoads
that?
can retake it themselves with men's tennis major finals. Here's the question. A very similar last question. Who did Patrick Rafter defeat in the last all-Australian Grand Slam final?
Okay. He was Australian? Oh. Oh god. I'm just making sure I pronounce his last name correctly. Mark Philippousis? Philippousis? Final? Whichever you'll take is closer.
Yes, Mark.
Jeez.
Philippousis.
What is that? Like a late
I don't
90s?
fucking
Or
know.
what?
It's not Australian.
Mid-90s, yeah. Both of those
Mid-90s,
questions.
jeez.
Yeah, both of those were from the 90s.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, so not too many misses yet. It's 6-5 in favor of the Hypnotoads, but all the all the lifelines are on the board. NHL is our next category here. And here is the question for Pool Boy. Name the missing goalie from this team's list of their 5 winningest goalies since 2000.
This would be a good time for a phone a friend, I think.
Yeah, true.
Dude, the Twins don't pick up their phones.
Do you guys have any other hockey heads? Any puck heads?
We can't go in league, right? Still?
No, that's correct.
Yeah.
They can be in the zoo.
Yeah.
Is
Not
it worth
according to
gambling
Primos.
on a twin, Noah?
It might be. It might be.
Follow-up question: Kabir or Alam?
I don't know. You pick.
Team? Do you know the team?
Nope.
Don't.
I think I want to call. Oh, I don't know who I want to call.
Call somebody.
We're gonna phone a friend.
Okay.
FaceTime. Wait 1 minute. Sorry, my Bluetooth was saying between. FaceTime Kabir Graywall.
His name's Kabir. Cool name.
It's only cool if he answers. If he doesn't answer, then it's a stupid name.
Is he a big hockey head?
He hates it. He's never seen a game in his life.
Is it? Wait, is he?
Oh,
is
okay,
he?
okay.
Is he Middle Eastern? His name means great.
He's from Jersey,
Oh, okay.
Here.
so his name should mean awful.
Fucked, bro. Young Savage, why you hating so hard?
Nothing.
No answer.
No.
All right, you have 15 seconds.
Who's the Predators goalie from a couple years ago?
Couldn't tell you.
How about Tuukka Rask?
Yeah. Sure.
He's not the Predators goalie, but he's a goalie who'd have a lot of wins.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it.
a guess.
Yeah.
Tuukka Rask final. Yeah, that's tough.
I don't know if either of you can tell me the team. I'm thinking maybe it's the Capitals. I don't know why, but I feel like I
Dude, I
remember
can't
Ryan
even give
Miller
you a ballpark guess
being
for
on the
either.
Capitals.
I-
So I was gonna go with. I don't know if this is his first name, but I think his last name is Holtby. So I was gonna go with Brady Holtby, if that's his name.
Fine.
Dude, I know 3 goalies in history, okay?
Okay, Brady Holtby, final answer.
Is this the Sabres?
No, this is the Ducks.
Oh.
It's Jonas Hiller, who was their
I
goalie.
Always the
feel
Ducks,
I feel
man.
good about the fact
Always
that I
the
didn't know the
Ducks.
team and I've never heard of the goalie. That makes me feel a bit better.
He was their goalie for most of like the early to mid 2010s when they were really good with like Corey.
Has
Perry.
Ryan Miller played for the Capitals?
I don't think so.
Not that I know of.
Shit. Okay.
That was a bad
So
move from that's my bad.
Okay. Hypnotoads can take a 2-point lead with this one. Name the missing goalie from this team's list of their 5 winningest goalies since 2000.
It's not the Blackhawks. I'm useless.
We could call Steven.
Oh,
if we-
Konstantakis?
Yeah.
Is he considered? He's considered out of the league now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I mean,
he's not
he-
playing in the
he
league.
was
They
phone
called him
friended
yesterday.
just
Metro
yesterday.
called him yesterday. Yeah.
He fully quit for the season. So yeah.
Sure. I mean,
Dude, I'm just asking if we want to use it here. Is the
I'd
question?
rather.
Because my thing is like
He was a lock on goalie pictures yesterday.
that's. I feel like
So
he would.
if he
know.
picks up.
He
I
told.
feel like
He
there'd
said
be
he'd be
very solid
available.
chance.
He said he'd be available for the time.
I'm down sending it then.
Okay.
If he was
well,
playing
well,
yesterday, I do not think it should be fair game. I'm sorry.
He was not playing yesterday. He was not.
No. He was.
He was phoned yesterday.
He phoned.
Okay,
or
okay,
He was
okay.
phoned a friend
He
yesterday.
quit weeks
Yeah.
ago. 3, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
I'm gonna
phoning.
try to. We're phoning. We're phoning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What during week 2?
I'm FaceTiming.
No, not week 2.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like he's Vontae Davis. He quit at halftime of week 1.
It's a young man's game, man.
we coordinated.
Hello, Stephen.
What is it?
We need your help direly. I'm going to show you the picture, and then it's a goalie question. So I'll turn the screen as soon as I figure. Oh, there you go. Okay. Here you go. It's name the missing goalie from this team's list of 5 winningest goalies since 2000, and that's the list. For reference, the previous question was like their Ducks goalie from 2010. You got 10 seconds.
Niemi, I think.
Okay.
Really bad though.
No worries. We'll final answer what he said. He said Antti Niemi.
Correct.
That's correct.
Ooh.
Hey,
What's up,
appreciate
brother?
you, bud. Huge. Foz ecstatic. I can't even tell you how happy he is.
All right.
Oh, Steven.
7-5. It's time for the NFL.
We're good. We're good. We'll steal.
Are we doubling this?
1 sec.
Good.
Probably. I think probably. Yeah, we're doubling this, I think.
They're still either college football or college basketball, right?
Yeah.
Dude, they're
there's
40 of 70 all time on
There's
NFL.
college sports and another sports major list.
They shoot like 50%.
We can all.
Do you have our?
Of course I have your stats. Who do you
Bro's
think
got
I've been
the- Bro's
talking
got
about
the
when I've been saying
scouting
our
report
stats
out.
guy? It's me. I'm the analytics department. They're also 7-14 on NFL this year, so they're actually 50%.
Okay,
I didn't
fine,
think that you
let's
did
go.
anything for your
He's got
analytics.
the
I thought you
whole
just sat
scouting
there on your
report
hands
out,
for
but they
4
pushed
hours.
through it and
No,
we
dude,
shot
I'm
him.
crunching numbers over here.
Fine, let's do it then.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I like your money on NFL plus Calvin. I can help out.
Okay.
His number
Let's go.
crunching was dividing our questions attempted by the ones we got correct.
Hey,
What are we talking
Hey,
about
hey,
here?
and then I typed them out. I typed them out too.
That's actually a number that's already provided.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you got to do some work in the spreadsheet if you want to get historical.
Okay.
People don't realize that.
Oh boy, this would tie the game for now. Name the team based on rank since 2000. This is league-wide rank.
Okay.
AFC team. 5th in passing yards since 2000. 23rd in rushing yards. 15th in yards allowed. And 14th in wins.
And that. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
First thought is the Chargers.
What about the Colts?
I don't. They won so many games.
Could the Chargers be that low with Tomlinson and with Eckler? I guess they didn't have anybody great in the 2010s in the backfield.
Could be the Colts.
Colts were not run heavy ever.
That's a
Passing
hard
yard
one.
makes sense with Andrew Luck, and he didn't win. I mean, he wouldn't.
I mean, with Peyton, they'd be pretty high.
Yeah, certainly. But Peyton was gone in what? Oh,
They only had 1 year between Manning and Luck. 2011 was the only year they had in between the two.
All right. Well, let's keep thinking.
I can go with your gut.
Chargers final answer.
Big,
Wow. Oh my God. I tried
Bro,
talking about
all
it.
this analytics and Noah couldn't tell you that I'm a Colts fan.
Oh, migraine. Thank
Okay.
God for not listening to me.
That was a
Jeez.
tie game. Yeah, I would imagine.
Wow, that's
Fireful.
huge, dude. That's huge. That's
I would imagine
that's
Colts
good
are probably
stuff.
higher in wins. That'd be higher in wins. Okay.
Yeah,
Hypno,
fair.
take the
Wow.
lead again. Name the team based on their rank since 2000. NFC team, 24th in passing yards, 7th in rushing yards, 11th in yards allowed, 17th in wins.
Since 2000. I'm thinking the Rams got reaction
They did have some poor years, so
between
middle of
Steven
the
Jackson
yeah.
and Marshall Falk. I think they would be pretty good at rushing. I mean, outside of Kurt Warner, their passing game was like Stan Bradford, but like not much consistency outside of
Dylan
that.
Moore.
Defense has been pretty good. Played in a weak division for a
I
large
think it's
part
a
of
fair
it.
call.
Rams final answer.
It's gotta be the Vikings, right? Vikings?
I was torn between Vikings, Bears, and Giants.
I was
I don't-
thinking
I don't-
Bears or commies.
I don't think he would give us a Bears question.
All right, what about the Giants?
I think they
They
would
wouldn't
have.
have had more passing yards with
They
Eli.
would
Oh
have
yeah, I like Vikings. I like Vikings.
Vikings.
Wait, yep, just thinking real quick.
Commanders would be way lower.
Yeah, they have less wins.
Yeah, it's got to be
Fewer
Vikings.
wins.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm good with Vikings. I'm good with Vikings.
I like Vikings.
All right, Vikings final. Oh motherfucker!
Nobody said this team actually. This is the Niners.
Yeah.
Nine.
Huh.
I
They
imagine
were
the
they were
Giants
very
would actually
bad
be lower
for like
in
all the
wins
2000s.
since 2000.
That's why they're lower in wins.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Is it tied now, Sharon?
Yes. It's 7-7.
Fuck.
Okay, that's fine.
Good game on our hands. Native American Heritage Month, because I made this game in November, and that's when Native American Heritage Month is. No. Wait, here,
Okay.
doubled? I don't remember.
We have a double.
Yeah,
We have a double left.
Are you doubling
I
here?
don't think we're going to.
Boys, we can't double sports.
Yeah, I mean, you wanna go double blind on Native American heritage?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I also don't know what the other like non-sports category is going to be because we've gone through our major ones.
Hmm.
So we're kind of playing a more dangerous game.
But not the most dangerous game.
Not the most dangerous game.
Hunting other men.
I'm thinking double this just because
All right, fuck it.
they have a less likelihood of getting it, maybe? I don't know.
We follow our fearless leader.
When
Yeah, shit.
I anticipate someone doubling Native American Heritage Month. No, but here we are. Okay, Cool Boy, to take the lead, here's your question. This Apache warrior conducted raids against American and Mexican settlers in opposition to relocating Native Americans to reservations before finally surrendering to the U.S. Army in 1886.
I don't know. I was expecting a what tribe is this based off of like a description.
It's Apache.
They named the tribe after him.
Do you know the Atlas Mountains ran through Morocco, Tunisia?
Think. Just think of names. Do you know any names of Native Americans?
Sierra Madre.
This is
Who is Sitting Bull? I don't know who that is, but I know that's a name.
Yeah. I think he was more of a peaceful guy.
Yeah, he seems like it.
I mean, it could be him. Could be him. I don't know. Apache warrior.
Say it.
Sitting Bull final.
Geronimo. This is Geronimo. Final answer.
I think Sitting Bull was Iroquois nation.
No, Sitting
Maybe.
Bull was the
Yeah, that was the battle. That was the battle. No?
Hey, let's not give him.
Oh yeah.
It's literally not even a person.
Damn, my fault.
Sitting Bull is a person, but it's
Is
not.
it?
Yeah,
No.
Neil,
Okay,
that's
the Battle of Bull
insensitive,
Run
Neil.
is what I was thinking.
That is erasure.
That's not even close to
That's
this.
a civil
No,
war.
no. That's
That's
what I
insanely
mixed.
insensitive.
That is what
That's
I
insanely
mixed.
insensitive.
Neil, please just take your correct answer and move on.
Okay,
I'm just saying, I mixed
the lead.
up.
This would give you a 3-point lead. Here's the question. This famous Cherokee linguist, who was also known as George Guest, single-handedly invented the Cherokee syllabary, which made it possible to read and write the language.
This is Sequoia. Sequoia. Like, it's not spelled like the tree, is what I'm trying to say. I think.
What's the first name?
No, I think his name is literally Sequoia.
Modern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the same, like,
Go with it. Don't worry about pronunciation. If it's supposed
no,
to be
because,
Sequoia,
okay,
it's Sequoia.
fine, Sequoia, final answer.
I have
Correct.
no idea what's going on. How did you just sweep?
Neil's having a stroke this game.
What is going on right now? How did
It
you
might be a
You
stroke of genius, but it is a
play enough
stroke.
Age of Empires. You play enough Age
Neil
of
apparently
Empires.
a genius at Native American history.
Hey man, I know my Incan, Mayan, and Aztec lore and my Native American.
Okay, NBA time. Blue Boy, here's your question. You're down 3. What player has the most points in the playoffs for the Pistons since 1980?
Isaiah Thomas.
I really think it's a trap. I think that's a trap answer.
Ben Wallace.
I think it's Joe Dumars.
You think? I agree. Isaiah Thomas is probably a trap. Was he like the number 2 guy in the 90s?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he was with them for longer. I think.
I like that.
Joe Dumars final.
Is
I
incorrect.
was thinking Rip Hamilton.
That's what
Hear
I
me
was
out.
thinking.
Rip Hamilton or Tyshawn Prince? I'm thinking Rip Hamilton.
I think Rip Hamilton. He was their offense
Yeah,
for
he was
that
there for
team.
like
Yeah.
15 years too.
Yeah.
Richard. He's a name that I recognize from like the Pistons.
Rip Hamilton. Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah.
So a steal
I was
there.
I was just watching highlights of when they bodied the Lakers in the finals the other day.
Okay, if you
Love
get
that.
this right, you win the game. Here's a question. What player has the most points in the playoffs for the Kings since 1980?
Okay, give me.
Is Boogie the bait answer?
I
They
kind of
haven't.
want
They
Chris
didn't go to the
Webber.
playoffs
I
enough.
kind of want Chris Webber.
You think they went to the playoffs? Like I don't know too much about the Kings in the early 2000s.
Well, I remember when they got hoed out of that series against Kobe.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with Chris
Did
Webber.
they
I
have
don't
any?
know who the.
Did they have any international players that
Well,
were
they
there
had
for a while?
Vlade Divac,
Did
but
they go to the playoffs?
I don't think he scored enough points or was there for enough years.
Yeah, Chris Webber would have been their primary guy for those
Yeah.
teams, I think. I have one other guess, but I don't think he scored a ton. So I'm good with Chris Webber.
Chris Webber, final answer.
That is correct.
Bang.
Okay. Vlade Divac, obviously, Peja Stojakovic is another potential answer there.
Yeah, Paige,
Yeah, I was gonna
Paige
say
was my
Ethan.
backup guess.
Yeah.
Ethan not bringing up Peja Stojakovic. It's tough.
All right, we'll play through the last two categories. Chart toppers, music question. Name the missing song from this artist that reached the top 5 in the Billboard charts. A moment like this, blank, since you've been gone, and stronger.
You've been gone.
It's Breakaway, I think.
Mhm, that's right.
Breakaway, final.
Time.
Fuck. Doesn't
Who
matter.
cares?
Is this Kelly Clark? Who is this?
Yeah, it's Kelly
Is it-
Clarkson, but I'm not familiar with her bag like that. Is it? Did she do Big Girls Don't Cry? Was that her?
No, it's Fergie.
Oh,
That's
is
Fergie?
it? Oh,
I'm
shit.
stupid. Okay.
We got the wrong white woman file.
Hey, happens to me a lot.
What? I genuinely have no idea. I don't know who this is or what this is.
I'm gonna know this once I see it. Damn. Pass final.
Yeah, sure.
It would be My Life Would Suck Without You.
Did not know
Yeah.
that.
All right.
I think I've heard of it. But
Name the missing song from this artist that reached the top 5. London Bridge, Fergalicious, Glamorous, blank.
Is it Big Girls Don't Cry? I think we have to send it for the meme.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we
Final. Final.
The craziest thing is Qualls did the exact same thing. He guessed Big Girls Don't Cry in the Kelly Clarkson question. All right.
That's because
last
Kelly
category,
Clarkson makes more mopey songs.
Conference travel. Starting in 2024, what will be the longest trip between SEC schools at 1,010 miles?
Gotta be Oklahoma and Florida, right?
Mizzou's got to be further from Florida than Oklahoma,
How far west?
or Texas to Florida.
No, I don't think it would be Texas.
Where the fuck is Norman?
I guess Mizzou is.
I think it is Mizzou. Although makes it seem like it's a new trip, but
It'd be so funny if it was like two schools that have been in the SEC for forever.
yeah.
That'd be such a good question.
It says starting, so this implies that it is.
Let's do Oklahoma. Actually, no. Let's do Oklahoma to Florida.
Sure, it's good with me.
Or do we think it's Oklahoma to?
Those schools are leaving the SEC, right?
No, they're joining the SEC. Oh, we're gonna go Oklahoma to Florida final.
God damn
Is
it.
this Oklahoma to South Carolina? South
Is
Carolina.
there, are there any schools in the SEC north of South Carolina?
But they're more inland. Any schools that are, if I'm not like way off, like Texas or Tennessee.
Do we think it's Oklahoma or do we think it's Texas, South Carolina?
Oh, maybe Texas to South Carolina.
Texas, South
Sure, let's do
Carolina probably makes
Texas to South Carolina. Final answer.
Correct. All right,
Yeah,
last
because
one.
if it was South Carolina north, then we'd want to go further south.
I stopped for it because I thought Texas A&M was further.
What will be the longest trip between Big 12 schools at 1,918 miles?
What schools are joining the Big 12 this year?
No, I don't like. I just know the 4 that joined recently, which is like BYU, Tulane, Houston, in one other school. I don't know.
Would it be from like BYU to I don't know?
I was gonna.
UConn in the Big 12?
No,
Or am I an
no.
idiot?
No.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
I don't think so. There's one school
BYU.
I'm missing that I can't think of.
Maybe Villanova.
No, I don't think they have a D1 football team.
Are there any schools in the southeast, like Georgia
Yeah.
area?
I don't think so. I would say Houston to like BYU, but that doesn't seem like it's 2,000
No, that's definitely not
miles.
it.
There's a school I'm missing that joined that I can't remember. Tulane? Where's Tulane?
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Tulane to BYU, final answer.
I don't think
Shit.
that makes sense.
It's someone going to West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
I think I want to say Arizona to West Virginia.
What I was thinking.
But isn't
That's a
Arizona
free bar.
State also joining?
What's further west?
What's further west, Arizona or Arizona State? Or is it still BYU? No, I'm gonna
it's
go. I think let's guess Arizona.
Sure.
Arizona to West Virginia final.
You were concerned with whether Arizona was farther west than Arizona State when you should have been concerned with whether Utah is north of BYU because it's Utah and UCF.
Oh,
God,
UCF's
so
the other
stupid.
team I forgot.
All right, well, that wraps this one up. 13-7, but a lot of those points were after the game was sealed. Very close game for a while, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So the winner of Wick My Qualls, Frankchester United, later tonight in 10 minutes will play the Hypnotoads in the semifinal. Third straight semifinal appearance for the Hypnotoads. Neil, give us your thoughts on this one and thoughts on the squad going forward.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of regretted putting Pool Boy as my first choice because they are a scary team, and this game was quite scary for a bit. Glad we pulled this out, and we keep on chugging. We stand on business. That's what we did.
All right.
I would like to dedicate this victory to disgrace Congressman George Santos.
And Stephen
That's
Constantine.
my queen for real right there.